Hello everyone, and today we are playing Hydroneer to answer the question of what is the best way to dig a hole. I've already played a little bit and I think I finally have an answer. Yes, the answer is nukes, but truly how effective are they, and can I destroy the economy by using them to make a massive industrial mine? Let's find out. We can start with a quick overview of the current mining setup that will help us finance our war on dirt. Currently, I have a mining setup where I have miners doing mining for me. The dirt gets broken down into resources and they all get sorted out nicely and dropped where they are need to go. Which apparently there is too many emeralds here. Should I compress them? Oh geez, there's a lot in there also. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, is it? It's levitating. Have a solution. If I take out the bottom one, there we go. Oh, beautiful. Let's compress all these emeralds quickly though. That should be a nice and expensive one. I'm actually kind of curious. Ooh, almost 7,000 and 300 pounds. Okay, so yes, miners doing the mining for you and breaking it down is very efficient. Only issue is you have to set this up and do digging somehow. So you have your two classic tools. You have your shovel and your pickaxe. Shovel does about that. Not all that much. Pickaxe is a little bit better, does all that. But I think we can do a lot more damage with some better equipment. Luckily, I have about 5,000 coins to go buy it with, and possibly more. This has been running for quite a bit, and there's been a lot of resources with our ample amount of miners. So how much do we get with our gold? This gold bar will bring us 31,000. Sweet. Okay, so if we put that on there, we'll let that cook for a little bit. Our saw it into 3 pieces because we do want to turn it into a longsword. This will increase the selling price by 30%. So now that they're sufficiently heated, we can take them, put them on the anvil. We can take our hammer. Wait, wrong hammer. Wait, there we go. Right hammer. There we go. This sword will now bring us 40,785. We just gotta drive on up to our local jewelry person. You will take my sword, right? Yes, you will. And 46,000, more than enough for us to be dangerous. So we can leave our humble little mining area here because the question came up because this area is sufficiently set up and we are bringing in a lot of money. Money is no longer a concern, but there are late game resources that we want and lots of areas that we need to mine out. If we go into town, careful as always, because this car apparently can break dance. The locals all love us here, I am very sure of that, and they will love to sell me their nuclear bomb, or whatever their biggest bomb is. Mine nuke, 26,000. I will take one of those. And I actually don't really need this bomb because I did already buy one, but why just set off one when we can set off 2? Make sure to take our coins. We are close to getting another one. Now, armed with our nuke and no safety measures were planned in place, I did buy the most expensive plot, and we do need to dig it out. Well, I guess it's not the most expensive plot, but it is deep underground, and I believe that the resources are better the deeper you go. So we can take our nuke, drop it into the basement, because the mine, of course, is in the basement of whoever owns this place, and I hope they don't mind us setting off a nuke. Go to our elevator, jump down, disregard fall damage, make our way all the way to the bottom. Lava doesn't actually do anything, and it actually just makes you bounce. A little bit fun like that. And of course, this is where we're setting off our nuke. Disregard all the kind of garbage. I hope that I can find a nuke in here somewhere. Maybe. There we go. I'm going to put this actually a safe distance away. That looks safe to me. So our first nuke, we are trying to be smart. We have it dug into this cave here all the way back with a logic network. Oh, wait. Ooh. Oh, so that's how big the area is. Neat. Probably should put it in the middle, but I guess that's why I have two. This is all the logic that I have to give me a little bit of a grace period. I figured nukes are kind of deadly. We just need a lever somewhere. Bought a button somewhere for it. Yes, logic button. There we go. And if I put the logic on there, shouldn't go off. Okay, pickaxe, you should probably get out of the way. I hope all this equipment is a safe distance away. And we have infinite money anyway, and this is fun. Let's go. Is it going? No? Do I go and check it out? I don't know if I should. Wait, did I even press it? Yeah, that's definitely pressed. Button may not work. Does a lever work? It would be kind of funny if it is, because that's weird. Should have worked. No? Does toggling back and forth? Wait, oop, did I see something? I thought I saw something. Do I investigate it? Is this... Oh, wait. Ah, there's the logic. I should probably unhook the lever, because that would have been bad. Rotate it this way. And now it's hooked up. I had it hooked up to a little nuke signal on the side. I was just like, hey, look, there's a circle. Circle goes on circle. But now, lever's pulled. Oh, and it goes off. Oh, I think we're all right. Wait, is it getting bigger? Oh, that's getting bigger. Oh, geez, I should get back. And looks like it's settled. Wait, what? Oh, that's all it did? I guess that's why we have more than one nuke. And pull the lever. Oh, geez. It is going all the way up there. And there are some people up there. I think they understood who they sold it to. Oh yeah, this is looking much better. So I guess we just need more nukes. And then here's a small hole that I messed with dynamite. We just gotta head on our way back up, have the elevator clip us into it, take our trusty steed back to town. I guess we do need to get a little bit of money. We're about 6,000 coins short. I do believe I have a solution for that though. We just gotta head on back to our little mining outpost. Now what we could do is sell our gems, because there is a stock right at the entrance of our mine, so I can entertain the idea and see if the stock market is up today. If it is, then I'll sell it. But as for other resources, we have none of the core stone or of the cloudium ore coming from this mine, which is the main reason why we're doing the other one, because hopefully deeper we get these resources. Because we get enough of gold, way too much, ton of iron, an obscene amount of glowing rock, which I don't even need because we have more than enough water pressure, but curious how much is there? 600 pounds. Cool. Back to melting ego. You know what? Yeah, I'm just going to take all the gems and see if we want to sell them. And this black one, I'm not sure what it's called. It's onyx. That one actually fetches best price, but we have way more emeralds coming out. Ruby? Nope, it rolled off. Okay, and it rolled off again. You know what? Gems go inside the bucket. The most secure of holding mechanisms. There we go. Got all four of them in there. Bucket, don't fail me now. Land, sweet. You know what? I'm going to sell both these. We are making 2 swords. Take our saw it 3 times. That looks plenty hot to me. These are not lined up at all. I wonder if this works. It does not. Okay, you do have to have a little bit of accuracy. Probably going to get too cold by the time I figure it out. But... well, bam, we got it. Cool. 10,000. Sweet. Iron, I imagine, is going to fetch us even more. 29,000. And a 2,000 pound sword. Jeez, this guy is built. Oh, jewelry store. I have some fine, not really jewelry, but things for you. Nice. And combine our money and run straight on back to buy some more nukes. They will gladly take my business since I am buying their nukes, and I mean, I still see mountainsides here, so I'm probably the only one. Cool, 52,000. Yeah, that should work. And to go along with the 2 nukes, I do still believe in safety, so I do want some more of these logic cables just to give myself a little bit of distance. That should hopefully be enough. Load them onto the back of our truck. I think we should be ready for a few more launches. Oh, stock market is up today, 105%. Our measly 8,000 will be bolstered. How much? From the entirety of our playthrough, I haven't been selling emeralds or rubies, sapphires, and onyx. So, entire playthrough, well, that's a little lackluster. Every little bit helps though, so we will gladly take that. And we got 28,000. Cool. You best believe I'm going for a third nuke. All that's left to do now is to load them into the chute, bring them down there. And as we head on our way, I'm kind of curious. So the way we enter is through that, goes into there. So when we're setting off the bomb, yes, right here. So anybody in the danger zone? I actually think they're all clear. We got little Tim over there. Got shopkeep in that door. Yeah, I'd say we're good. I mean, they definitely heard something going on, but I honestly wouldn't question it either. Safety first. Remove the lever. We can attach that bad boy. And how far do I realistically need to be? Because I do have a lot of cables. I mean, I feel like 5-ish. I mean, if I sheltered in the water, should definitely be good. Okay, and is it? Oh, that was a little too close for comfort. I definitely lost my eyebrows, but I'd say that works. Looks like the brightness is going down. Ooh, and look at that safety. Ooh, that is beautiful. I mean, that's probably big enough for me to do my thing in. Just gonna open it up a little bit because, you know, the nukes did do a little good job, but nothing good old picking and axing can't solve the rest of the way. Because yeah, this is quite slow. The tier 2 pickaxe is good, don't get me wrong, but clearing this out would have been a huge pain. And we got 2 more to go. Do I need to use them here? Absolutely not, but I definitely want to. From sifting this pile of supplies, it looks like I have more than enough logic gates to blow them up. So from our very scientific research, we know that 4 of our cables got destroyed. So including the bomb, it has a diameter of 9 tiles of explosive capabilities. I think the best use of this would be trying to find the middle here and going down there, digging a little tunnel, and then blowing it up, trying to utilize all the gap that we can. Best way that I think to measure is just to place these down, and we'll find the middle using my little ruler stick. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the edge of the entrance, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the edge of where we're able to dig. The middle is about right there, and I mean, I did a little peeky hole, go in there, clip into the wall. It looks pretty centered to me. I mean, could go a little bit further that way, but I think this should work. And there's our cute little tunnel with the death machine in there. Just gonna snag a few of our cables. It should be the distance of 4 away. This is number 5, a safe distance away. I mean, relatively. Gonna make sure our Mr. Pickaxe is not in the death range. And kablooey. Our lever is alive, we do know that. Now that the dust has settled, we have yet another hole. Tiny bit lackluster. I guess they gotta give you a reason to use your money, which I do appreciate that. I mean, even if 1 nuclear bomb is enough, that just means that we get to set off even more of them, which if you ask me, is always a win. And ignite. We have quite an impressive hole. It took not any time at all. But the real question is, how far did we actually get in here? So let's see. Did we actually manage to penetrate to the other side? Or are we just going to hit a wall? I think we actually made it far enough if I had to guess. Hey, and there it is. Oh, right in the middle of the door. Sweet. So yeah, that is actually a decent bit uncovered. Well, now the question is, I have a bunch of stuff to build. Well, I guess I do actually have to have a reason to warrant digging a big hole. So let me just build something productive. And I think this will do nicely. Honestly, I probably also went a little bit overboard. So let me walk you through this madness. All the way at the back of the line, I have 2 rows of miners. You may notice a slight difference. There's the tier 1s on the right, tier 2 on left because apparently mining deeper into this dig site gives you tougher dirt. So the dirt at the back, I have a tier 2 pickaxe and I'm trying to mine it, and you see it just gives sparks and won't let me mine it. Tier 1 dirt was up front, and then tier 2 I had to get the next stage of miners to start mining it. I have the water coming from this little pool, some water gauges to purify the line so that the equipment on it, being the miners and the grinder, don't get destroyed. Instead, it's just a filter at the very far end. We have the rows, tier 1, tier 2, tier 2 giving better dropped items, and then they go down the conveyor through to the other side, get grind up with a tier 2 grinder, through the polisher to make any of the gems into their refined state, like that sapphire. Then they go around, we filter out emeralds to the right, sapphires to the left, onyx to the right, ruby to the left. Then we got our glow stuff we melt down, iron, ton of gold, cloudium, which was used to make those miners, and what is this? Core stone ore, which is used for tier 3. And the reason why we have so much cloudium and core stone is thanks to the tier 2 miners. And of course they just have the smelting pots that I'll move that out of the way. We got our gold, we smelt it, we can pour it, and then we got this massive bar. How much do we got? 1 million. So money is not a concern. That's why I think I went a little bit overboard. So along with that, let's get our cloudium. What are we looking like here? 380 pounds. That is ridiculous. And our core stone, we have 672. I might be able to actually do something with that. You know what? I'm going to take all the resources I can and all the ones I can sell. So along with having those smelted down automatically, I also have a gem press with logic going to all 4 of the gems. It just creeps around to the other side, does a little bit of a dip, connects to them. And if I go back to the front, there is a lever. I pull it and closes all 4 of them automatically, even though emeralds are still piling up despite me having a funnel. But that's why we got our magnet. We just pick it up and that should shove it all into that spot. We can press it down. You know what? That looks good enough. We got a massive gem of emerald, which is 92,000. That is insane. Onyx, which is technically the more precious gem, but we don't get nearly as much, and it's only 35,000. We got our massive sapphire at 53,000, and our massive ruby sitting at 34,000. So we have a lot of money sitting here. So I'm just going to grab my trusty little bucket, shove all the ores in there, because I do have a plan for the iron, cloudium, and gold. Well, I guess gold I need to heat up inside of a furnace, which I embedded in the ground because, like, you know, why not? It's I'm not tripping over it. And with it now up to heat, we can break it into 3 different pieces, slap it down, because we're going to make a massively expensive sword. Skadoosh. This is easily going to be over $1 million. Well, the raw resources are over $1 million. 1.3? Ooh, that is an expensive sword. I like it. I'll hold on to the iron for now. Sword, you go above surface. I will find you there, hopefully. And then we can just pack up the rest of our gems, because I do intend to sell them, preferably on the stock market, because they're quite expensive. And I think that's the gist of what we got going on down here. Miners, refiners, massive stonks, all thanks to the power of using nuclear bombs to mine. And don't even get me started on having to run the piping. It was a huge pain. But what wasn't a pain was mining out this area, even though I did excavate the roof a little bit to get a little bit of coverage. But besides the point, we have some money to make from our mining endeavors. Of course, you gotta make the long trek up all these staircases. I mean, they could have made it easier to get up here. That is my main pet peeve of building here, and I probably shouldn't have. But what is nice is I get a supply of iron, cloudium, and the core stone. And at this anvil here, we can make all of these devices, being a tier 1, 2, or 3 grinder, miner, or I think this is just a pipe. Or maybe it's the liquid input. I'm not sure what this is. I haven't built one of them. But what we have up here is the tier 2 miner that takes 1000 iron, 150 cloudium. You know, we coincidentally have a cloudium bar here, cloudium bar there, huge bar of iron that we can bring up here. I have a few already set aside, so if we look, we need 1000 of iron, 150 of cloudium. So this cloudium bar right here is 151. Beautiful. And I compare it with this 1000 pound iron bar. And these two are also paired to that, so we got 2 miners. How much is the core stone? Because if we can do a tier 3, that would be amazing. And we have 672. So either the grinder or the miner. So 600 for the hopper, 800 for the miner. I think I might actually go for the hopper. Because yeah, I don't have a tier 2 hopper yet for my next mining setup. We can use our first bits of core stone. But first, let's get our miners. Chuck in the metal. Go skablam. And we have a miner. Just gotta drop it over here, send it to the surface. And I will see you later. Do the same with these other 2 bars. And we have our second miner. So my plan is we have an awesome setup here, making an insane amount of profit. Do I need a setup in another place? No. Do I think it would be cool? Yes. It also gives me an excuse to use more TNT or nuclear bombs. So kitted with our 2 miners, we can put this back in the lineup. Take our grinder, and we need to try to get 200 and 600. 672, yeah, cloudium is expensive, so I do want to get that accurate. So what? We will take both of these back down with us, grab our little cauldron, and we are about to do a bunch of fine tuning. Which means taking our cloudium bar and whittling it down with a saw to different sizes until we get a combination that gets us close to 200 pounds on a single bar. Then doing the same to the core stone until it gets close to 600 pounds. Then chucking them all into a cauldron to make one easy to carry bar, while chucking the remaining core stone in the processing line cauldron. Now that we're back up here, take our bar, make sure it's the right one that we're dropping into it. Yes, it accepted it. We have a tier 3 grinder. And we're ready to set up our next mining area. First, we need to make a lot of money. Let the elevator phase through us like usual. And hopefully is the stock market. Yes, it is up. We can sell our gems. 105. I will take that. Oh, you poor sucker. You're buying all these crazy expensive things from me. I mean, I feel kind of bad, but the stock market is up. And we are up 227,000 coins. And make 100,000 hydro coins on the stock market. We did that in one go. Oh, geez, and we tanked it. Oh. Oopsie. We can add this to our other fat stack. 300,000. Before the stock market henchmen come after me, I'll just take my crazy expensive sword, tier 2 miners, and tier 3 dirt crushers, pack them onto my truck, and head out to start the construction of the super industrial mine to destroy the rest of the economy, since the jewelry one is not enough. We also have our eyes set on a specific mining plot. In particular, the one up here in the snowy biome, the most expensive one. And I think it's probably because it takes up the biggest landmass area, so that means you can build the biggest possible mining setup, which, I mean, that looks decently big, and it's also flat. 7,000. I think we can afford that. We have our new target for mining, and instead of mining horizontally with the nukes, we want to mine downward. So that will be fun indeed. Hence why we need a bunch of money, because this is a big area. I want to do it in one button press. So let's go get that dough. And ideally, we'd be able to find the stock market for selling weapons, which coincidentally is right down here. Is it up today? No, it's down. How down is it? Oh, it's a lot down. So I did with the gem, just like, nah, I do not want to deal with that guy. That is quite alright though. I'll just ruin the jeweler's day and be like, hey, I got this extremely heavy sword. Do you want to buy it? I'm sorry, but I need you to buy this. And wait, is this stack any different than our other stack? I think they're the exact same looking. Yeah, something's not mathing up there. But we'll just combine those and we're almost a multi-billionaire. So, oh no! I lost the monies. Guess we gotta offload the truck first. Then we buy nukes. This meant making a temporary trash heap of all the excess building supplies at the mine. All the excess supplies is due to my lack of ability to plan on the last mine at the forge. On the bright side, it means I have some supplies ready to go for the next mine. I did eventually find my lost money and left a mess for me to clean up later on. Something that I have found quite entertaining is this vehicle. Although it is derpy, it is kind of a beast with how it maneuvers surfaces. Like, it is insane how much it's able to stick regardless of the incline. And trust me, I have been testing it. Like, look, oh, nope, had to prove me wrong. But it can go up almost all hills. And we are back, and I swear I am not doing anything sketchy with the nukes. I will just be taking an obscene amount of them. Just one last one we need to get on the top. Sweet. And that's 1 million coins worth of nukes. I'd say we might have enough. And technically we can purchase more still. But this is a good starting point. I mean, honestly, at this point, I wonder what the shopkeeper's thing is like. Okay, I sold them 5 nukes earlier. Is it really in my best interest to offload even more to this guy? It seems like he's going through them like hotcakes. But I mean, honestly, if I was going to get paid $1 million, I'd also take that. I mean, I also don't have an insane amount of nukes that I'm trying to sell, but we each have our own. Oh, and this is definitely going to get a little bit laggy whenever I'm trying to walk, because I'm shoving all these in the spot. I mean, in theory, I think that's more efficient on processing, but maybe jamming a bunch of entities into one area is not the best idea. Regardless, here's the last one, and here they all are. I do also need wires for it. Let me get an obscene amount of them real quick. That should be about enough. I think I have about 40 to 50 here. I'm not quite sure anymore. It's only 4,000, so kind of chump change. But this is nothing compared to the straight wires. There's going to be a lot of those. Because my logic is, in order to do this effectively, the bombs have about a radius of 4 tiles. So that means in between each bomb, I need to have a gap of 8. So since I have 39 bombs, 39 times 8. Oh, I don't like that number. Well, I guess whenever I finish unloading all these T-junctions, I need to check if this vehicle can actually drive, because this is quite a few entities on here. At least I can pick them up while also staying in bed, so it's just a quick little swivel, drop it, last one's done. I can leave my money here, I will be back. And can we drive? Oh. There's actually no lag issue at all. Okay. Never mind. I don't know why I was worried. Let me attempt to buy 312 of these straight wires, and we'll see if my game is still being friendly. There's one layer of 27. That means only, oh no, 12 more to go. I don't think that's possible, but I will sure try. Oh yeah, that's definitely not possible. Regular pyramid. There's layer number 2, layer number 3, 4, layer 5, 6, 7, 8, and there's 9. Completely obscene and not the smartest way to do it, but this kind of shows to me how ridiculously big this is. I mean, they are crazy cheap though, at only 15,000, so that is still a lot, and only 180 of the 312 we need. So only 132 left. I mean, after we load them all in here. No! I knew I forgot something. I never purchased them. No! All of them that are loaded in here. Well, I'll have to buy them separately, I guess. Because I am not stacking them again. Yep, I'll just have to unload them here and hope that there's enough area. Or I could have just backed the truck into the purchasing area and they would have registered. But past me did not know that. Now, I need to make sure, purchase them, because that would have been very disheartening to go out there and just poof, all of them gone. Because if I just take this and try to bolt with it, they just kind of go, oh, not yours. Now I bought them, still have a little bit of money left, and now we can load them up. And here's the last one. Whew, now to get all these. Now that they're all loaded, just got to buy them this time, make them disappear from here, and end up in the back of the truck. Now just to do it 132 more times. Unfortunately, as I'm doing this, I did come up with a possibly better idea. I have no idea how spawning works in here, but I imagine if you're too close to a nuclear bomb, you do end up dying. So, hypothetically, if I bought 39 levers, just walked up to it, flicked it, tried to set my spawn using a cot, then hypothetically, that would be a lot faster. But I also couldn't do them all at the same exact time, which I think is kind of the real goal here. Because who wants to launch one and get blown up by a nuclear bomb when you can instead launch 39 and watch them? So that's what we're going to do. This time I'm trying kind of a unorganized stack method. So I stacked a few at the front, was starting to do a pyramid, and I'm like, you know what, let's not do that. And then I came up with an even better idea. You see this little alcove back here? Well, it was made by buying a ton of other stuff. So now I can pick up the logic and just quickly keep dropping it in that hole, not even worrying about where they land. They're just going to fall down and I can buy an obscene amount. Now, will it be a cluttered mess? Yes. But somebody built a fence there for a reason, and I think it's to jam-pack a ton of stuff back here. And I think that's good enough for me. How'd we do? So 6,384. These all are 84. 76. So that's not too bad. Only 56 left to go. And we did buy them this time. Just gotta load them into our truck. And with the purchase slab now open, we can put our 56 on there haphazardly without a care in the world, because this should not be hard to fit on here. There is our 56. I'm going to add maybe 2 just for luck. I do have a few extra electrical cables from our other mining array, so purchase those, load them into the truck, load on our last and final wire, and I am on my way. Oh, one last thing. Bring our money. Cool, 600,000 left to go, which doesn't mean we can buy more nukes. Yeah, I'm going to buy more nukes. You can never have too many nukes. And have money, and I think I should spend it. Adding 20 more nukes to the arsenal should do the trick, leaving us with a little bit left. So that brings us to 59 nukes. That is not the nicest number, so let's make it around 60, and we'll call it there. Just gotta grab our money, lose it in the endless abyss of wires. I am never finding that again. That is insane. And is it laggy? Oh, there's a little bit of stutter there. I think we're actually doing pretty good. 60 nukes, 312 wires, and this is actually handling pretty amazingly. One last stop before we do place these. I want to get our mine here up and running because I already know for a fact that the filters have destroyed themselves. So I just need to do a quick little maintenance run. Yep, and it is broken. Grab our little repair kit, use it on every single one of the filters, and we should be good for a decent longer. I wonder, how are we doing? This is our rare store. 122. That's not bad. Not nearly enough, but we can work with that. How about our Cloudium bar? 277. So that's enough for about 2 more drills. So that's not too bad. Not time for that though. It's instead time to utterly decimate and destroy this entire mining plot. I have no idea why I thought this was a good plan, but now seeing all of these nukes in one area, I know it is going to be awesome. Because after a few hours of placing, it looks a little something like this. Surprisingly, my calculations were close to correct. I just need to buy about like 10 more cables, but they are all laid in. They are spaced 8 apart, so ideally it should work. The only issue I see is it depends how fast the signal can go down the line to tell these all to detonate. Because lever is going to be all the way over there. And the question is, if I attach this lever here, I flip it, we're going to detonate. This bomb will want to blow up. Does it blow up before the signal can travel the 4 blocks out of its detonation radius is the question. And I'm concerned that it isn't, because if that's the case, we'll just end up blowing up one of these. And I think the best way to find out is honestly just to test it. Here we go. Okay, I'd say that worked. I would say that is definitely a win. We will take those. Oh my. Now, is it effective? I am thinking not really that much. But that is definitely something. Oh my word. Okay, and the fallout. That's a lot of destruction. I do like how it's the cold exterior that's now just kind of like a rubble wasteland. So a lot of hand mining still to do. But this was actually a huge win. What I did into the hillside. Now, if anybody came up here, they would be questioning who thought it was a good idea. I think this is cool. And of course, in the bottom, there's a ton of scrap cubes just sitting there. Oh, wait, am I trapped? No, I'm trapped. I didn't think about this, and I have no pickaxe. Oh no. Am I really trapped? Come on, I know you can get over the edge. I believe in you. Oh no, is this how it ends? Can I stack these in like a corner? Nope, they roll. Help me. Wait, oh, I clipped onto something here. Ooh, I think if I just go at that angle. Okay, we're gonna go up here, spam it, and get out. Oh, this is just the perfect height. This is torture. Oh, I did it. Yes. I didn't think that was going to work. So now we know the nukes weren't the real danger. It was the holes they left behind. Ultimately, did I need to bomb this whole area? Absolutely not. I just need to have a channel to get all the way down to the bottom to not get stuck in the hole. Let's buy an ample amount of ladders so we can climb our way out as we dig our way to the bottom of the mining area. We can do this with another nuke, but I'm going to try something a little bit different and just detonate it right at the source. You can be a unit that doesn't actually die. Now, does that actually work? Oh, that's not good. Oh, can I get out? Oh, nope, I can't get out. Well, we know the drill. Get out. Circles. Oh, fun fact, there's an unstuck button. And it actually brings me here. And we now have access to the very edge of our domain. And a water supply is right there, so it's not too terribly far off. So now let's get our terrestrial pickaxe and just mine our way to the bottom of the world. Okay, I already got bored. Digging was good in theory, but why dig when we can use a nuke instead? We're a trained expert at this point, so the effects of radiation poisoning are negligible, and this single nuke is already way more effective than all my mining combined. So let's set a few more of them off, slowly digging our way into the earth. I'm confident this does wonders for the structure and stability of the soil, and we have no concern of the tunnel collapsing. Well, that took quite a bit, but the deed has been done. We have our path and stairway leading down into, hopefully not hell. And we have our wormhole tunnel going all the way to the other side of our dig site. So more than enough area to put a row of miners, one on the left, one on the right, onto a conveyor and send it up to the surface to be processed. The only issue that I have seen with this is there are different layers of miners. Kind of what we ran into at the other one, where we need a tier 1 and tier 2. We can see that this is kind of like a brown dirt, so tier 1s would mine this. And if we go down a little bit further, it's kind of a little bit grayer, kind of hard to see. And then if we go down even further, it looks like straight up rock. I can't mine this, which was a pain. That's why I have nukes. That also means that we need tier 3 miners if we're going to fully realize what our goal was. So in other words, these tier 2 miners are not really of any use over here. We want only the best over here. This is the ideal mining site. No room for tier 2. This tier 3 sieve can definitely stay though. Honestly, I'm surprised with how effective this is, and it's actually quite cool how it looks as the finished product. Now the only thing is getting the supplies to build that, getting all the equipment for refinement, and the pipes to bring the water from over here down into there is not too big of an issue. The issue is more, do we have enough of the core stone ore? Oh, and they also bought a new truck, which is significantly faster than the original Hydro truck we started with. And look at this, we can straight up drift around the curve without a care in the world and work our way over the hills to our other mining area, where hopefully there's a supply of ore to make tier 3 miners. So we have our miner queued up, need 500 cloudium, 800 core stone. I feel like I just missed that. If it's been running all the time, which it probably hasn't, it should hopefully have enough supplies. That looks promising. Oh jeez, look at all those emeralds. That is insane. I'm gonna remove the funnel. Oh geez, that is cooler. Look at that. That should not be possible. Are we gonna compress all those down? I mean, I guess we can also look at the sapphire. How's that doing? Oh, that's overflowing crazy amount as well. This is gonna be a mistake. Go! Oh, actually wasn't too bad. It still can't fit in there. That should help a little bit with our overflow issue. I think a few more bursts. We just gotta pick up what's remaining on the outside. Yeah, that should be good. Oh yeah, look at that, all compacted in there. One more compression. Looks like a few of them still survived. Oh, and there's some on the bottom. What are you guys doing there? What is a sapphire doing here also? Gently levitate it up. And then you go. Because I'm honestly curious how much this emerald costs, because is this a big guy? Yes, yes it is. I imagine our gold's probably insane by now. Yeah, not as big as the other one, but I will take it and make it into a sword almost worth 1,000,000 coins. May as well send it up to the surface along with all 4 of the compacted gems in case the stock market comes up anytime soon. We don't really need the iron for forging miners anymore, so let's turn it into a sword to sell as well. But now the real question, how is our cloudium and core stone? Core stone? Ooh, that is the 800 we needed as a bare minimum. And we'll definitely be willing this down until it is perfectly the 800, because it is very valuable. And yes, I did get that extremely picky with the amount of core stone, using the excess to just add to our storage. And we just gotta add this to our little cauldron to melt down into a single bar, because I am not carrying all of those little ingots up the stairs. Cloudium, we need 500. Yes. So we can indeed make one drill, and I think we actually have a piece of cloudium up at the furnace itself. But just in case, here is a perfectly sized amount also for another bar. Why can't you stay? Stay. Nope, bad. Stay. Like, I guess throwing it on top is not the most gentle way of doing it. There. Yes, we got it. And I'm just going to chuck these straight into the cloudium cauldron. Cloudium has been melted, it's poured, and we have a beautiful bar. And no bucket carried them up with. Okay, so we're going to have to make 2 trips. I'll be back for you, core stone. But this is definitely a design flaw in my opinion. Like, I don't want to walk up and down here that often. Like, why should I carry this bar all the way up here just to smelt? But we have the resources, we'll get a drill. And we did have the clouding up here. along with our core stone bar now, so we can drop that bad boy in. Cloudium, which is 514, close enough, and skadoosh. A beautiful miner. Is it at least oriented the same as tier 2? Wait, no, it's from the top? Why? Why do they need to all be different? I guess they can't reuse the same setup, which is exactly why we're just starting with the tier 3 from the get-go. Which does the top? Oh, the top doesn't make it better. Tier 2 sucks. And I'm going to show you exactly why it sucks. Because tier 1, they had it down pat. You have an inlet at the back, outlet at the front. It just goes, outputs onto the line. Nice, clean, you can do a T. Tier 2, oh no, you cannot be compact with your design. You need to go up a level, curve over, do a T. Can't build one in the middle there because, it has to go from the side, of course, where, you would put another miner. Outputs from the front, levers on the side. Horrible design. So actually, I'm glad it's not the same as the tier 2. Tier 2 is stupid. And this is about to break. So before I leave, let's just mend this up, make sure that is producing in the background while we do some other stuff, which is heading back to the other mine with our tier 3 miner equipped, going down during the dead of night so that we can't see absolutely anything, and putting it down here. So think right there is optimal, because I want the conveyor to be going up this way. So then we have a miner right here, a miner there. And that means, oh, of course it's a little bit too shallow. Well, actually, we don't need any area on the back. Yeah, because it's just mining, dropping it. So, yeah, I think this will work. Now, the real question is, where can we actually put the sieve? Wait, oh, we can drop it into the ground there. That's interesting. So we're going to have the ore come up. We want this to process the materials. So this area over here is untouched, and it's actually close to the exit. So that's actually not a bad spot for it. Now it's just a matter of getting the resources to build the rest of it. Before we get to that, let's take our tier 2 miners that we have no use at the final mine site and bring them back to our old setup. Wait a second. Do you see that? There's a green arrow. Go, 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 go. Sun is rising. I don't know when the stock market updates. It's up 102%. Oh, so that's where my pail went. That's cool. Well, we found it. Take all of our precious gems. And fetch a cool 150,000. That is a good place to start. So that brings our money to almost 300,000. But I will take my bucket back, so I don't have to make multiple trips whenever I'm casting new miners. And with these old ones, I think there should be enough room to add them onto the end. If I just remove that, add in piping like this instead. Place in the miners where they belong, where they get water flow. Then they need a little bit of dirt to be added to their bottoms because they are floating and don't make any sense that they would be able to run. But now, if I flip those on, yes, they are pooping nuggets of dirt onto no conveyor. That's an oversight, which has now been solved. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tier 2 miners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tier 1s. That is a bunch of dirt going down the lines. It's almost competing with the tier 1s. And that is actually a lot of crimstone on the line right now. So I'd say that fix is working. Oh yeah, look at that. We're going to have another miner in no time. Which now means this mining setup is in the sustaining phase. We don't need to add anything more. It is perfect and beautiful the way it is. And we just need a ton of repair units. And I've purchased 1,000 items from the store. So I've been at this for a bit. And honestly, I'm feeling a little bit lazy. So I'm just going to drop them lazily down to the bottom. Almost landed on path. I'll find them whenever I need them. And how close is this to breaking? 10. Basically broken. So how scattered are our supplies? So if you look, there's one of them. There's a few dotted over here. Oh, actually most of them are over here. But when the heck did this guy get down here? I'm actually confused at that one. I mean, I know I transported a lot of things down here, but I don't recall missing one of these. I mean, I guess I can use this on the last mine site, but what I really need is a repair kit to repair up our water purifiers so it can keep on running and producing us a ton of stuff. Oh, no, I'm stuck. Wait, I'm actually stuck. How did I do this? No, magnet, let me out. I can't, oh wait, okay, I can drop the magnet. Okay, oh, I am stuck. I am straight up stuck. Okay. That's honestly impressive that I managed to do that. Emeralds are deadly in big supplies. That's why you gotta make sure to clean up your mining districts. And that should keep the emerald overlords appeased for the time being. Now on to something that we really want to do, which is to set up our mega mining area all the way over there, starting with getting a ton of money. Not nearly as many emeralds back at the starter base, which has been down for quite a bit. Luckily we got our repair kit, bring that up to speed. So now we should be pumping out the dirt again. Sweet. I'm just gonna take all the resources that are of value. Ooh, even some cloudium. Only 38 pounds, not that much. I'll make sure to hang on to it. With the rest metals, I'll just make them into even more swords of kind of laughable value compared to our other mining area, but still going to be something and help. And surprisingly, the iron sword is actually more valuable, along with some compacted gems, coming to a grand total of 2 million coins, which presented like this actually looks quite cool, and I do understand why you would pay me 2 million coins for all of that. And I forgot my money, which I definitely do need to fetch because we are going on a crazy buying spree. Because what I think I need are 5 of these smelters. I'll grab a furnace as well, an anvil, blacksmith hammer, crucible, casting mold, 5 of these gem crushers, 1 of these levers. We already have the pickaxe, rake, shovel, magnifying glass, because things will break. A few repair kits, and there's about 20 of them in there now, so I should be set for a bit. We're barely spending any money at all. I'll get a scale. Oh, gem chisel. I was wondering if I could split gems. I will gladly take that, along with a saw for splitting our metal bars, magnifying stick, and a construction hammer so we don't pick up stuff. And comes the very big part. So we need a water intake. I will only need 1 of them. A metric ton of straight pipes, because I do not want to be coming back here, so I'm not even going to bother counting. Probably going to be running back and forth, just dropping off straight pipes as long as I can. Ooh, or am I close enough? Yes, I can just pick them up and drop them in here. So yeah, I'm just going to be sitting here doing this for a bit. And this should do it. Just have to do the same for all the curved pipes and all of the T's. Here is the last bit of the pipes, and I think we should be good. Learned that little trick a little bit too late, but very useful. We have a ton, they're glitching into each other. That's kind of horrifying. I'm scared to drive away. Oh, water filter. We do need 1 of those. Looking around, it looks like there's nothing else that needs to be bought, so a cool 62,000. We are more than ready. I'm going to try not to lose our money. No! Oh, that was almost bad. Okay. Money is safe. Barely. We're going to try to be careful. No! And I hit an NPC. That is lag. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I was not expecting that lag. I think I probably should save the rest of the buying for after we unload this. Why is this lagging, but all the logic wires weren't? Luckily, we do have the tier 2 car, so we are going a little bit faster. Oh, can we stay on the road though? Oh, ooh. Okay. We can stay on the road, but barely. We just need to make it there, which is easier said than done. I may have bought too many pipes. Do I know how many pipes I bought? Absolutely not. I just know I bought enough. I'm not even going to try to go through that door. I know I'm going to get stuck in there if I try to do that. Now, where do we offload this junk? Yeah, right here's about right. So I guess let's see what damage we can do by removing all this stuff and just putting it in a huge pile. Is the truck bed cleared out? Yes, but I think I made it worse. Oh yeah, that's at one side. Is the other side any better? Oh no, I think they're about the same. Okay, so that's not too bad. I can work with this. If I can drive out. No, am I stuck? Oh, I'm stuck. That's stuck pretty good. I'm not even budging. And you just gotta spread out your mess, and then things just kind of work out, maybe. Oh, here's the idea. I stand on a tall surface. That way I can just pick and place items and drop them quickly on the ground. Oh yeah, look at that. Get that junk out of there. Okay, I don't need to buy a new car. I just gotta move the mess away from where it's affecting me. Oh yeah, I don't think there's anything interfering with that. Okay, right side's done. Left side could be better. Funnels, you are actually going to be useful for once. If I can get up on top of you. Parkour. Sweet. Spam until problem gets fixed. I think we're good. Oh, it's alive! And that's a bunch of junk. And here I was thinking the old junk pile was the problem. Now I just have a bigger one. But we are not nearly done yet because we got the pipes, we have the processing equipment, but we still do need conveyors, and then I think we're set. Can I please fit my vehicle in here? I do not want to have to pick them up twice. Oh, you really made it just barely? No. We're making it in there. You just watch. Wait, ooh, what if I get a corner? Does that corner count? Okay, well, I guess I need to get in there also. Can I climb the tire? Oh, wait, step up stool? Oh, are we onto it? Okay, we barely got in the shop. We do have our money. We don't know what's about to happen. Registers? It's on there. I think we're onto a winner. You thought you could stop me. I am all about efficiency. And you are bald. And are the definition of having not a single thought in your head. One more conveyor to go. And we have a bill of $25,000, which we can more than afford. Now, how laggy is it? And did all of them purchase? Oop, that's laggy. And it looks like we did purchase all of them. Sweet. So it's a good thing we made 2 trips. The only thing left to do is to unload all of them. I'm sure it won't be that bad. Here is our last piece. Sweet. So we have all of this jazz to put into that mine. So I guess it's going to look a little something like this. Oh boy, was I not even thinking this would be a short project, but it's done and it's glorious. We have just our standard layout where all the items are coming down from inside the mine, getting here dispersed into their smelters with our glowstone, iron, gold, cloudium, and core stone, which is coming in quite quickly. 317 pounds right there. That is beautiful. And even though it does look done on the surface, inside the mine is not where I want it to be, but miners are expensive. But on this end, I did actually figure out a way to automate the gem production. Instead of having a lever, I have a metronome that's just going back and forth, and we'll see if we can catch it. Yes, emerald comes, it falls, opens for it, closes, and compacts it all automatically. So that is a lot better. We don't have overflow problems. Just have a little bit of a smelting setup where we have our anvil, furnace, scaled away. Discovered that we can actually split gems with a chisel and all the other stuff. Finally conveyor back, we have our tier 3 grinder or receive, whatever you want to call it, along with the gem polisher and then the realigner to send them straight down the line. I don't think that's necessary. And then if we go on over here, I have a ladder setup going up where we have our conveyors going to the funnel into the sieve. We go down this long conveyor going into our deep tunnel where we have all of our miners. Right now I have 13 of them going. In theory we could have way more, but I am surprised at how expensive these were. They take forever. Core stone is not easy to come by, but with all these 13 miners, it is coming in a lot faster. We can see kind of a decent density of dirt. If we just look at running for a little bit, they're pretty compact, so it is a decent rate. As for the water lines, I'm also increasing the pressure, so it comes down here, there's a little bends so that it can be elevated, and then I have it splitting in a T-junction here, one to go to the conveyors, one to go up to the miners. I care more about the miners going at their max speed because that means that they mine the ore faster, the more water they get. Conveyors, doesn't really matter if they're slower, the miners are still outputting the same thing, it just takes a little bit longer for it to get up to the dirt crusher. But to ensure it has the highest pressure it can, I have a glow bar inside of here, and you can see now with the open is at 0, and with it closed it goes up to 362. So nice and pressurized. Working our way back up, I figure out another automatic way because I was having to go to each place, mend up these water filters, but you can actually automate it. You have a sensor that is like, hey, this guy's broken, sends a signal up here. You have this weird arrow thing, not sure what it does, I just know if you don't have it, it just keeps eating through all the spanners that you put in here, even if it is mended. But it goes up here, tells it to mend it, and uses up one. You can see that at the front end they use them more often, and it can hold up to a quantity of 20. So if we just go walk up to it, takes one of the spanners from this package of 5, and we are back topped off with the water line going back to our water source over here, where I also figured out these calorium intake hooks. They actually do something. That's one of the things we got at the forge. That is this place all set up, and I'd say it's working beautifully. Only thing is just getting a passive supply of coarse stone, calorium, and all the other resources that we can sell or use for errands for the villagers, because I have been doing that on the side, because you can see I have 7,000 trader coins or something like that, which I think will be a topic for another day. But before we close this out, I do want to see how expensive of an item we can sell by combining all the bars between the 3 mining districts I have set up. So here's all the bars for here. Make a run to our initial area. Oh, and I did also figure something out. This vehicle is a beast. So see how easily we went down that hill? That's not the thing. Let's say I'm going from town to have supplies or from the old mining area. Well, I can just go up this hill. And you know, that looks like a pretty steep hill. But you know, you just go forward and it has no issue at all. So secret path, don't need to make it all the way around. Just go straight up the hill. And I wonder, has the stock market recovered? Because it has been consistently down the entire time I've been doing this, and I don't know why. The last thing I did was sell all those gems on the stock market, and no. Okay. Vehicle's a beast, and I'm just a bad driver. But yeah, the stock market's been consistently down, and I think I thoroughly destroyed it in that one fell swoop. Regardless, we can go back to our starter area where I made the same metronome modification, so this didn't get backlogged, since I also added the auto menders that I can continuously just keep adding in the spanners, and they should be good for a little bit more. I'm just here for all the sellable ores. And how much did it come to? 176,000. That's not too bad for an initial setup. Cloudnium also is doing decently here. I mean, it is only 28 pounds, which is kind of laughable, but it is something. But considering that we have to spend 500 Cloudium per tier 3 miner, it's essentially nothing. But there's 2 of our mine areas done, so we can make our way over to the forge, which I think I'm going to try and use our little shortcut here. I'm surprised I actually avoided all those trees. Sweet. Yeah, shortcut works great. I also figured out a shortcut where you can use unstuck if you're at like a safe spot where you're just like, oh, I can reset over there. So I'm like right here. Oh. Okay, well, I never tried that one before, but if I'm going into town, you can use unstuck to shorten your travel time. I mean, I think I can make it up this hill. Probably not meant to, but it's faster than going around and using the road. And I mean, how's the gem market doing? Nope, it's still down. I think all of them have been consistently down, and it's been at least like a month in game time. So I'm not sure what to think about that. I feel kind of proud, but I also am going to be trying to sell this stuff, so a little bit concerned as well. Just make our way down here. There's all of our bars. I am not going to pick all those up one by one. And I left my bucket. This at least gives me a chance to show you the sheer absurdity of how expensive the tier 3 miners are. Because Cloudium, I have zero issue getting. Core stone, not quite the case. So I have all these bars that I've been crafting up. So these are all sized to 500. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them there. So 3,000 pounds of Cloudium. Here is one 800 piece of our core stone. So it takes one of these bars. So technically, in terms of Cloudium, we can craft 5 more, but we're limited by the core stone, which I guess just shows how valuable it is and how good these miners can be. I'm done building miners. That's our last one. We can make a round 14 at the frozen mining area and just pack up all of our metal ore and just add it to the cauldrons over here to make one huge item. Core stone, you can go in there. Gold, you go in there. Both of them from both spots. Iron, you can go right there. And our little Cloudium bar. And with the rest, and our big one. So, what do you think you get after 20-ish hours of gameplay? Core stone and Cloudium I've been using up, so not really accurate. Can't make another miner, that's how insane it is. Cloudium, we're looking at, we could make another miner. Now here's the two big hitters. We got our iron and our gold. Gold, what are we looking at? 6.5 million? Oh my. I can't believe if iron is more. Oh, almost. These are both insane. Wait, so with these together right now, they're going to give us 12 million. They have 2 million in trucks. That's 14. So 30% increase. We might get up to 20 million. Just saw them into 3 pieces. Lay them on their designated tiles. And we have our most expensive tool we've made yet. It comes to 8.5 million and 329,000 pounds. This guy is a unit. Now, honestly, the truck is also a unit for picking that up. We can also add an iron sword to that, which is almost exactly 8 million and 500,000 pounds. I'd say that's a success. Oh, I didn't collect the gems. I mean, at least we can take this as an opportunity to bring this miner back to the other mine site and maybe scope out the stock markets, give him a little bit more time to recover. Honestly, one thing that I'm quite surprised at is how little trash we have left over from the huge pile we started with. I mean, we just have a ton of conveyors, funnels, which I don't intend to use. They're just kind of trash in my opinion. And just a few straight pipes. So we actually determined the resource we needed fairly accurately. But we can take our miner, descend into the pits, and add it to the array. I could also have them go on this side as well, but I kind of just like the look and be able to see the miners in the dirt easily. And the only downside of using the metronome is that I do have to swap it out with a lever in order to toggle them open, so I can actually access them. But how much is this emerald? This is usually our big breadwinner. 163 is alright, with the sapphire at 109,000, so not too bad. And ruby's always kind of pitiful. I'd say it's only going to break like maybe 60. Oh jeez, that was close. And onyx is actually the worst. So it's more valuable per weight, but it just in bulk can't compete with emerald. And to show you my unstuck thing, like right here, I'm close to town. I know I'm gonna... Okay, why is it warping me here? It worked a bit ago. Apparently I always warp there whenever I'm trying to show, here's all of our jewels combined for our starting area. And they only come to 43,000. So, how much was the ruby from the other place? Oh yeah, that was... So, our worst ruby from our other place was more than all of them combined from our starter one. So at least on that note, it is way better than our starting setup. Oh, gee, what? What happened to you? Broke a move there. Breakdancing magnetic stick aside, we have some jewels to combine. That came to a total cost of 1.3 million for all the gems from all 3 of my mining plots combined. But we can get much more if I use a small amount of metal with the gems to make a necklace, which increases the gem's sell price by 20%, which is indeed their final form. So now the stock markets won't know what hit them. And oh, that's even more down. They saw what I was doing. Like, oh, he's crafting. We do not want him to sell the gems on the market. Don't worry. I have a few other avenues. Because just like there's a stock market for the jewels themselves, there is also a jewelry one for gold bars, one for iron bars, and one for weapons. Maybe the jewelry one inside of town is better. Is it green? Ooh, is green 110? Oh, I feel bad for them. But I mean, it is them who wants to buy it. 110 though, so that's 110% on our already 20% increase by doing that. And I will take my 2 million coins. Sweet, like 2,100,000. How much do I have right now? 2,100,000. So we just doubled our money. And it stayed the same. Conservation of mass does not exist apparently. Who wants to buy the swords? That was just the appetizer. That was only 2 million. I mean, there's a jeweler in town. Grocer, you're next when we build a farm. Don't you worry. 16.5 million. Are you sure you want to buy these? Oh, he's definitely seen some things. Are you sure you want these? Okay, he's not denying it. Even though he wanted the swords, I felt torn. On one hand, money is good. I love money, and 16.5 million more would be awesome. On the other hand, he was a local shop that, in my opinion, has an awful business model. Who is going to buy a $16.5 million sword from him after he marks it up for a profit? Regardless of the cost, they also weigh thousands of pounds, so not usable in the least bit. And if you're using it, you really don't need a sword. Well, actually, no, you want them. Why am I trying to defend him? He wants these. He can have them. They are horrendously heavy, can't be used as swords, and I am a multimillionaire. So I'd say we have done everything we set out to do. We have just now crashed the economy. Oh yeah, that's destroyed. Built an insane mining setup using nukes. So I'd say I'm content, and I'll see y'all next time. Something doesn't feel right though, and I think I might know what it is. I still have a nuke left over from the mining, and I haven't used it yet. So we have a nuke. I've already used them more than enough on this farm. And the other 2 mining areas, I really don't want to destroy my equipment. So with our insane wealth, let's buy that farm plot that has been messing with my little hack of using unstuck to teleport across the map. Because I mean, it's a sizable plot and dirt cheap. I mean, I think it's within the budget. We might be able to afford it. And it's ours. Soon to be nuclear test site. Yeah, that looks good.